Alright, then after just owning the USB debugging in your developers option, basically you need to connect your data cable into a laptop and connect its micro USB or basically C type to your Android mobile. So once you connect it, your Android Studio should automatically detect the device and you should be able to run it. Now, before running it, I just wanted to show you and discuss with you some of the things. So this it you can you if you press the play button, then directly your application will be built and installed into a device and you'll be able to see it. But it sometimes becomes quite a painful because to every time just hold up your device and see and check the features which you updated and edit the code at the same time. So for that, we while developing the applications, we you know do have some sort of habit of editing in the emulator over here. So we can directly mirror our Android device by uh, by the application called Vasor or Scrippy. So here's I have got the link for the both. So you can just head on to Vasor.io and click on download, and you can just download according to your OS. And then you just need to open up the exe file, downloaded exe file, and it will basically directly detect if you have correctly done your USB debugging on. It should directly detect your mobile and it should show over here that there is one Android device which is found, which is named as Redmi Note 7, which is my device. So now if I say to view device, my device will be automatically opened over here, and basically it will install an VESO application into a mobile, and you will be able to directly see it over your mobile, which is directly mirrored in here. Fine. So now if I press play, and it should just run the Gradle and should install my application in couple of seconds. And here we go. My all the changes which are happening into my Android device, you'll be able to see over here. And it is just syncing the files. Kindly just ignore this error for now. And yes, we are good to go. And we could basically explore it, and we can directly test it from here. We can press the buttons, we can open up the status bar, we can access the navigation bar right from here, here, and this way. So this is the one way which you could go with, and this is the first application which is named as Wizard, and the second application which I have got is called Scrappy. So by this for the Scrappy, what all you need to do is you need to head on to the GitHub page for the Scrappy, and here for Windows, if you have got the Chocolatey installed in your device, that's fine. You can go with the Choco install Scrappy and install the ADB drivers. But if you haven't got any, don't worry. You just need to install the Scrappy zip file right from here, and then finally extract and then finally you can just extract that zip file over here like this. And when you'll open the folder, you'll get this all files which already has the ADB drivers and the required drivers over here. So that's fine, you can directly download the zip file. And then here we have got scrapy.exe, and if I click on scrapy.exe, it also loads my device. So there's no problem. This both are the, I mean, of course they are the same device, and if I can use any one of them if I want, whatever feels, whatever suits you. And now here's the bonus section. Like this is the way this is the wired way which you can basically connect your data cable and then open up the application, then fire up the applications and just mirror up your Android screen over here and see the changes and taste debug whatever I mean you want to do, right? But we could also do this wirelessly. Yes, you heard me right. We could also do this wirelessly on basically both of the application. Basically on Vaser, it is if we try to do this, then they are saying that it is only for the pro users and you need to pay for this. But I have also got the trick for the same to you know just tweak up a bit of Vaser and we could just run it wirelessly. But that is why even I selected the Scrapy exe because it's basically open source. The source code is available on GitHub, and we could I mean always modify it and do as per our requirement. And this wireless trick works totally fine with the Scrapy. Sometimes it does not work with the Vaser, but with Scrapy it works like a charm. Okay, now there are basically two ways by which we can run this things wirelessly. So first of all, I'm just for now I'm just closing my application and I'm just disconnecting. If you'll see, I'm just right now disconnecting my data cable, so it finally closes my thing. And to assure you that no other thing is connected over here, I'll just head on to my CMD. I'll show you my ADB DEVICES devices, and you can see there are right now no currently devices attached over here. Now to make this trick work, you need to basically fire up the commands the way I say you. So first of all, I'll just note down the commands which I have to just fire up. So here are the commands. See, first of all, what you need to do is, first of all, you need to just connect your data cable and your mobile. And see, if I just connect my data cable again, if I connect my data cable with my Android device, and now if I run ADB devices, then I am able to get some sort of the gibberish number over here, which is which basically says there's some device which is attached over here. So that ensures that your device is connected, and you can even ensure by just going into Vaser and seeing that yes, your device is attached. Fine. So now what all you need to do is you need to write ADB TCP IP 5555. You need to just write this command and you need to just paste it over here, and it says that restarting in TCP mode 555 on port 555. Then what you need to do is you need to basically check your devices. See, I'll show you. For now I'm just again connecting it by those cable thing. So I'll show you what's my IP for now. What is my IP for now? And it says, if I go to my Wi-Fi, and if I see over here, my IP right now is 192.168.0.100 right over here, right? So now I'm closing it because I know my IP for now. And now what command now you need to fire up is ADB connect 192.168.0.100 underscore 5555. Now I'll just run this command. it I'm sorry, here's my mistake, it's ADB, it's not ABD. ADB, and now it's basically it says that it's now successful. Now what you can do is you can if now for now if my this cable is connected, and if I see now ADB devices devices, then I am able to see that the device, my current device which is right now connected with my cable, I'm able to see the device which is connected with my cable and the device which is connected in my network. I am able to see both of the devices. But now if I disconnect my data cable from my laptop, and now if I again see, I am only able to see the network device. I am able to connect my network device by the ADB bridge. Fine. And now surprisingly, if you'll I'm not sure if it opens with the Vaser, but I'm pretty sure that it will be opened with the Scrappy if it does not open with the Vaser. Now to ensure you that I'm not right now connected with any of the ADB devices, I'm again showing you the ADB devices. I am only connected with my network devices for now. And if to ensure you more, here's there is no here's there is not coming any sort of the information for the USB debugging, which ensures that I am right now not connected with my data cable. So guys, right now honestly we are running this we are basically able to mirror up our Android screen in a wireless way, so that's a great thing. And also if I again run Scrappy, the same thing will happen and it will also basically initiate our device wirelessly. So here's the thing, and here's the way by which you could basically run your applications also. I'll again show you that I am right now if you are able to see, again I am connected with my mobile, and my application will be installed over here. It is building and it is activating, it is trying to activate the dev tools, but I don't guess it yes, that error which was expected. And yes guys, we are able to do, and here's for my Scrappy and here's for my Vaser, and I'm able to do run it fine on both of the way. So that's great guys. So this was the one way by which you could do it wirelessly, and on your home network, basically if you're connected to the same router with your laptop and your this Android device, you could do this way. Or if you are not connected to let's say your Wi-Fi, let's say for now I'm just stopping up my Wi-Fi, then you are able to see that I have just crashed my this screen, and I'll not be able to do anything more over here. So I just need to close it down, and what I'll now need to do is I will need to just open up my hotspot, and I'll have to just connect my laptop with my hotspot. Now my hotspot, now if you were able to see, my Wi-Fi's name was 01, but now currently my hotspot's name is Redmi and I'm connected to Redmi, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And so now what we need to do is, now first of all I'm just clearing up a bit, and I'm right now checking my IP address and the gateway for the same. I so I'll type ipconfig config, and now I am able to see my default gateway. So my default gateway is 192.168.43.248, right? So let's see if we are able to connect it by directly by ADB device. So first of all, I am just listing up ADB as ADB devices, and you are able to see that currently this device is offline, right? My network device is currently offline. So what I'll do, I'll just first of all disconnect it. So I'll say ADB disconnect 192 192.168.0.100 underscore 555. Okay, so it's disconnected, and I'll try to connect 192.168.43, and here it is 248, and yes, I'll try to connect it. Hopefully it should, and if it is not, we'll need to again repeat the process. Like we need to connect data cable, and then we needing to restart the TCP IP, and open the port at 5555. So yes, we'll need to do the same thing because it's not starting. So again, I am attaching my data cable with my phone, and now it is attached. And now if I see my ADB devices again, ADB devices, so now it says your phone is connected. And now what I'll do, I'll say that connect to this device. So fingers crossed. Is my hotspot on? Okay, my hotspot is on, but my laptop is currently not connected to it, so it is not responding. I'm sorry, guys. So first of all, I'll need to connect my Redmi and say connect. It was because I just off my Wi-Fi, and due to which my net connectivity was closed. So Windows is smart enough and checks which offers you the net connectivity, and of course my router was offering it, so it connected to that. But now it should basically connect to my Redmi. I'm just for now owning my mobile data connection, and yes, now it is connected. It says connected, and now even the internet is found. So now if I'll try to connect, it will be connected. So now we have been connected by our hotspot, right? By our hotspot. And now if I try to open my Razer, now if I try to open my Razer, and I try to open my Scrappy, it says two of the devices are right now connected. I'm not sure which one will open. So yes, this is the first one, which is our Wi-Fi. And what's the case with Scrappy? Scrappy is I guess crashed or what, I am not sure. If I'll go to desktop, I'll go to Scrappy, and I'll say SCRCPY. It says fail to get the feature more than one device emulator pushed. Okay, so if I say okay, fine, okay, I got the point. What's the point? So now if I see ADB devices, ADB devices, we are able to see I am right now connected with my data cable and with my network device as well. So firstly, I will need to disconnect my data cable. I disconnected it. Now if I'll say ADB devices, it's only my network device which is connected. So even this might be, yes, it is crashed. And now if I'll go to my Razer, I'm only getting the one device. Okay, now if I say it as a view device, it will open with my network device. And now even if I say Scrappy will also open it for me. So that is it for today, guys. And now if I show you that right now I am not connected with my Wi-Fi. I have on my data connection, and I have accessed my hotspot, and I am able to connect to ensure that I am not cheating. I'll just show you that only one device is connected. and I mean, yes, that's pretty much it. What all I had to say. And I can show you my name of my hotspot to ensure that it's Redmi only. Yes, see here it's a Redmi, and here the thing which I have been connected with it is also Redmi. Fine, so that was pretty much it, guys. And here were the two ways by which you could get connected. And one more thing which I would just like to share was that if you get connected Wi-Fi by your Wi-Fi, then here you could get a weak, the quality of the screen mirroring is very low, and you might not enjoy it. But when you get connected by your hotspot, the quality of the mirroring is really very nice in both of the applications, so I mean, it is always a better idea to go with that. And even one more thing which I wanted to show you was by in this current devices, you could also on your Wi-Fi, and you could just on your hotspot, and if yes, I am connected to my home router, and I am right now disconnecting my mobile data, and still I am connected with this Wizard, and by this I will also be able to access the net. So let's say I'm just pressing KK, and yes, I am able to access it, and you can see my currently I am only connected to my Redmi device, and I am not connected to my home network. So yes, I mean, that is it, guys. So I mean, this was the coolest thing which I ever learned, and I too found it also a quite a useful thing to share. So here I am with this. Thanks a lot, guys. If you enjoyed, then be happy, and keep developing, and enjoy life. What else to say? Bye bye. Thanks a lot for this patient hearing. I know the video is a bit longer, but it is definitely worth of. Okay, bye bye. Thanks a lot.